quiet down, quiet down. Thank you. North Carolina is appealing the decision of the lower court that Mr. Packingham, a convicted sex offender, is allowed to use social media after his conviction. The lower courts previously sided with the North Carolina law that bans him from doing so, and today we're here to make a final decision on the matter. The respondent may now proceed with their opening argument.
Sir, do you know how fast you were going back there?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to give you a speeding ticket for that.
Oh no. Thank you, officer.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Hey Mom, I just got pulled over by the cops. I have to go to traffic court next week. Do you think you could come with me for like moral support? Alright, thanks Mom. You're the best. Bye. Hello?
Hi, it's the police. I'm just calling to let you know that we decided to drop your charges so you don't have to come to court.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to post this on Facebook about how happy I am. Just thank you Jesus. I love everyone. Goodbye.
I think this law clearly violates my client's First Amendment rights to free speech. He just wants to thank Jesus for getting out of his speeding ticket. Yes, he was convicted of taking indecent liberties with a minor in 2002, but this should not take away his ability to be on social media and utilize his rights. He does not pose a threat to others and deserves to be able to speak his mind just like everybody else can on social media.
Petitioner, what are your arguments on this matter?
Your Honor, we are here to prove that the North Carolina law is right to ban convicted sex offenders from accessing social media. They are a danger to society, especially to our children. With Mr. Packingham being on Facebook, there is a potential threat to our society, and we don't know if he will commit a dangerous crime through social media.
Sometimes fundamental rights are taken away from people unfairly. For example, some states do not allow ex-felons to vote. Some states do not allow you to keep and bear arms. Even though these are constitutional rights, in this case the rules are continuing to be broken. It's violating my client's First Amendment rights. My client, Mr. Packingham, hasn't communicated with or left a profile page of a minor on Facebook. He actually just broke this unfair law by talking to his friends and families about traffic court. And even if he looked at any of the posts on Twitter about this case, he would have been charged with a felony. Isn't that excessive?
No, it's not too excessive. This is for the protection of all of our children. If your client, Mr. Packingham, wasn't trying to stay hidden from authorities or hide his identity, why is his Facebook profile under a different name? He knew exactly what he was doing, and he definitely could have used his profile to be a threat to minors and commit more crimes if he was given the opportunity. I think this law is completely fair, and we should not get rid of it just because one guy wants to talk to his friends about a speeding ticket. He can easily do that in person anyways.
Packingham's lawyer has a good point. We have to protect free speech here. Well, he could be a danger to minors. You never know. Yeah, we don't want to be able to contact minors just in case he could be a threat. But on the other hand, I think he needs to set a standard for the sex offenders and have to deal with long-term punishments of what happened back in 2002 to that young girl. Even though it's violating his First Amendment right, keeping him off social media will be better for our youth and anyone on social media. After much deliberation, I have come to the decision that Mr. Packingham should not have access to any social media for the sake of our children and making sure everyone who uses social media can be safe.
We think the Supreme Court was right to side with North Carolina in this case. Although it's pretty extreme not to be able to use your email and other basic things like that. Even though he may not be the most dangerous person out there, we need to set a precedent for others to prevent any dangers in the future.
If we let one convicted sex offender use social media, then we'll have to let all sex offenders use social media. That'll put everyone who uses social media site in danger. In 2017, the case was deemed unconstitutional and the decision was overturned. The justices ruled unanimously in 2017 that even registered sex offenders can use social media, so as long as they aren't committing a crime, because social media is so essential to modern free speech.